I'm Amy Pryor. I'm a Spark trainer, the world's most researched physical education and physical activity programs. I'm a Shape America Southern District Teacher of the Year, and I teach middle school health and physical education. I'm excited to share with you today from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Thanks for participating in the Spartan Kids Be Unbreakable Challenge. So your health and safety are the most important to us, and we want to make sure that you are participating at the levels that are suitable for you and your family, and considering all the recommendations by the Centers for Disease Control. We're going to start with a little instant activity today. I'm doing something called hallway bowling, and we're going to throw some fitness components into it. It's just kind of a fun way to get some fitness in and break up the monotony. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to get some space, okay? So bowling is going to use a lot of your upper body. So we're just going to start by swinging our arms back and forth, all right? Then what I want you to do is we're going to do some arm circles. Let's do 5 arm circles forward, 5 arm circles backwards, then switch arms forward and backwards. Now, here's the challenge part. Okay, so we're going to do opposite arms. So if you're going to start with your hands both up in the air, you're going to take one arm forward and the other arm backwards. Okay, so we're going to do it 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then now let's see if we can do opposite or opposite. So the hand that was going forward before now goes backwards, and the one that was going backwards now goes forward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good job. So hopefully that got your heart rate up a little bit. We've warmed up our shoulders and our upper body, and we're gonna move on to hallway bowling. Today's session will cover the Spartan Kids Code, A Spartan Understands Their Current Abilities, the Spark Healthy message of play actively, and we'll also address the Shape America Physical Education Standard and Grade Level Outcome that applies knowledge of concepts, principles, strategies, and tactics related to movement and performance by varying the speed, force, and trajectory of the shot based on location of the object in relation to the target. Okay, let's get started. All right, so I'm calling today's activity hallway bowling, but basically we're gonna set up a little bowling alley, and what you're gonna do is, depending on the number of pins that you knock down, will determine which exercise you will do. So there's a little bit of setup to this, and you are free to change your exercises as to exercises that you would like to do, but I'm gonna walk you through each one of the steps. I'm gonna give you some options for equipment, and I'm also going to show you how I've set up my exercises based off of my pins. All right, so let's look at equipment first. Okay, so the first part of equipment is the ball. All right, so here I've got a couple of different options for balls. I've got my Cowabunga beach ball from Gopher. I have my emoji ball, which is kind of squishy. I have some 2 smaller sized just rubber balls. This is aluminum foil that I squeezed into a ball, and then these right here are literally just socks that I rolled up to make a ball. All right, so those are ball options. Next, we're gonna look at different options for pins. All right, so here I have some options for pins. First, you need 10 pins, whatever it is that you do. So here I have some cups and water bottles that I set up into a triangle. So you're gonna have a row of 4, a row of 3, a row of 2, and then a row of 1, and you're gonna set it up in a triangle like so. Okay, the most important thing to know about this is these are not breakable. All right, so please don't use glass or anything breakable that your parents would be upset if you broke, all right, or that would cause damage. My next section here, I just have 10 styrofoam cups. All right, again, my 4, 3, 2, 1 rows. Then I have just some red solo cups. All right, let's say you don't have 10 of something. So here are some other options. You see I've got a milk carton, cereal box, cracker box, toilet paper rolls, water bottle. The 2 small ones, I literally took toilet paper roll and cut it in half, and then a pack of gum. All right, so mix and match, be creative. And then the last thing that I did was I have 10 toilet paper and paper towel rolls. Some of them I cut and then some of them I used as is. All right, so those are some really good options as far as things that you can use to create your pins. The last thing you need is a nice long hallway. So this activity could be done outside, right? Or it could be done inside. So I'm choosing to do it inside because we're getting ready to get a little thunderstorm here. And so this is my nice long hallway in my house. But again, you could use a sidewalk, a driveway, any long space that you can find to use would be perfect. Okay, so that's our pins, our balls, our bowling alley. All right, and the last thing that I want to show you is my score sheet here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 10 frames, just like a bowling game. In each frame, each bowler gets 2 turns. So based off of the number of pins that I knock down in each time I bowl would determine which exercise I do. Okay, again, we're basing this off of your ability, so you can choose to do a number or you can choose to do it for an amount of time. All right, so the crisscross crunches, let's say I knock down 1 pin. If I'm doing the crisscross crunches, I could do 10, or I could say do it for 30 seconds. Okay, and that goes for each one of them, except for maybe the plank. Plank, of course, you'll have to do for time, and maybe a couple others. I'm not, as I quickly look through here. Now, in bowling, if you bowl the first time and you don't knock down all your pins, and then you bowl the second time and you knock down the remaining pins, that's called a spare. Okay, so if you roll a spare, you're going to do your exercise for that number of pins. Let's say my spare, the last spare, I knocked down 3 pins. Okay, so that would be boxing. But because I made a spare when I did my second roll, I'm gonna do a slow motion exercise of boxing. So I'm gonna take 3 seconds on each motion. So as I punch out, I'm gonna count to 3. As I bring it back in, I'm gonna count to 3. So the whole point here is that you emphasize the motion. If you go up to bowl for the very first time in your frame and you knock down all 10 pins, then you get what's called a strike. If you roll a strike, you're gonna do double the reps, all right? So if you're holding it for 30 seconds, that means now you're gonna do a minute. Or let's say if you were doing 10, you're now gonna do 20. Okay, so hopefully that will help you navigate the game. And then I say, let's get started. All right, here we go. I'll meet you in the bowling alley. Okay, so I am set up here. I have my ball, and then I'm gonna use my pins down the hallway. So you might need some trial and error on this, depending on what you use for pins and what you have for a ball, getting it to roll straight, your surface you're on. So think about those things. You might wanna take a couple of practice rounds to kind of see how your ball works and what's gonna work best for wherever you're playing. All right, so here's my ball. I'm gonna try, because I don't have holes like a normal bowling ball, so I'm gonna try and get my hand underneath the ball. I'm going to cheat a little bit because I have lines on my floor for my flooring, and so that's gonna help me line up for my shot. Okay, you don't need to take a huge swing at it. I'm just gonna take my ball back and then I'm gonna release as we go forward. And then depending on the number of pins that I knock down, that's gonna determine our exercise. All right, so here we go. Okay, so let's see how I did. All right, it looks like I got 3 pins down. So if we come back to, there's my dog, he's helping me today, his name's Sevi. If we come back to the scoreboard, the score sheet, it says that I should do boxing, okay? So I'm gonna do boxing for 30 seconds, all right? Here we go. So to do boxing, I'm gonna get down a little bit in my stance. I'm gonna put my gloves up and I'm just gonna punch. Okay, we're gonna punch. This is a great way to get out some aggression and frustration without hurting anybody or getting in trouble for hitting, all right? So we're just gonna punch. You can go fast, right? You could do slow. You could do uppercuts, right? Anything that you wanna do. Just sit there and get your aggression out. Ah. Okay. Good job. Let's go to our second roll. Okay, here we go. Roll number 2. Let's hopefully Sevi won't be in the way, but I think he's gonna be the whole time. All right, here we go. I only got one more. So if I go to my sheet, 1 means I do the crisscross crunch. Let's say I only want to do it 10 times, okay? So crunch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm to frame 2. I have to go run and set up my pins again. All right, so you can see how this is gonna get a little cardio factor into it. So I'm gonna go run and set up my pins, and then I'm gonna start my frame 2. Okay, I'll meet you right back here for frame 2. Okay, frame 2. Hopefully I can learn a little bit from the first 2 shots that I had. All right, so let's try for round 2. Here we go. Lining up, taking my time, and then I'm just gonna simply roll and release. I got a 0. Okay, let's try again. Maybe I can get that spike. Here we go. Oh wow, I got a 0 again. Uh-oh. So I didn't factor in what happens if you don't hit anything. All right, so let's say if you don't, if you hit a 0 for both shots, all right, or you miss a pin, let's just do, you can do a jog in place, you can do jump rope, so we can just jump rope. Okay, let's say we'll do it for 20 seconds. Okay, just pretend we can crisscross, because my jump rope's super awesome. I can double spin it. Okay, all right, so let's go for frame number 3 now, okay? All right, so I've got my gopher fit emoji ball here. I'm gonna take it, line it up, and then I've learned that my ball goes to the left a little bit, or maybe it's the thrower, I don't know. So let's try it again. Maybe I'll get some pins knocked down this time. I'm really bad at this. I have to go the other way. My ball didn't come back, so I'm using a different ball now. Woohoo! All right, I only got 1. So 1, I'm doing those crisscross squat crunches again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I have to set my pins back up and we'll come back for frame number 4. Okay, we're ready to go on to frame 4. So hopefully you can see that your heart rate is up. And even though I've had 3 frames or 3 rolls that I didn't knock anything down, my heart rate's still up and I'm still active. The whole point of this is just to kind of break up the monotony and introduce some spontaneity into your exercise routine and workout. Okay, so it's just kind of a fun way to do it. So here is frame number 4. All right, I got my gopher PE emoji ball here, and we're gonna try it again. Here we go. All right, I got 4. All right, let's see. 4 arm circles. You can add weights to this if you want. So if you have something that has weight in it, I'm gonna just grab my little water bottles here. Let's say I had water in these. Okay, so let's do 10 forward, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so those are arm circles. All right, second roll. Here we go. Let's see if I can get the rest of them down. Woohoo! All right, it looks like I got another 3 down. I love that 3, right? 3 is boxing. Here we go. 30 seconds of boxing. Getting it in there. All right, maybe a couple uppercuts. straight up. All right, taking that opponent down. Okay, so now we're getting ready for frame 5. I'm gonna go set up my pins again, and then we'll come back for frame 5. All right, here we go. Okay, frame number 5, here we go. This is the halfway mark of our workout today. All right, so again, gotta line it up. Let's see how many we can get. I got 2. All right, 2 is jump squats. All right, so for a jump squat, you're gonna put your feet shoulder width apart. You're gonna simply squat down and then jump up, okay? Let's see if we can do 10 of those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, it's thunder and lightning outside, so 10 was the magic number. All right, I'm gonna go get my ball and see if I can knock down any more. Okay, ball number 2 for frame 5, here we go. I got 4. Awesome. Arm circles again. I'm gonna grab my makeshift weights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm gonna go set up my pins now for frame number 6. Here we go. Okay, frame number 6, here we go. Ready? I just got 1 that time. Crisscross crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let me grab my ball and then we'll do frame number, or second roll this frame. Okay, ball number 2, here we go. All right, I got 3 more. We know what 3 is. 3 is boxing. Ready? Here we go. Try and get faster as you go through. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. All right, I'm gonna go set up for frame number 7. Okay, frame number 7. All right, here we go, lining it up. All right, it looks like I got 3 again. We already know 3's boxing. Here we go. Okay, ball number 2. Here's ball number 2. Ready? Oh, bank shot. I only got 1. 1 are those crisscross crunches. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, frame number 8. Here we go. I'm gonna go set up our pins and then I'll come back. Okay, frame number 8. Here we go. Ready? Looks like I got 3. My favorite, boxing. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna go get my ball and then we'll do frame number, or ball number 2 for this frame. Okay, ball number 2 for frame 8. Here we go. Oh, I missed him. All right, gotta jump rope. Okay, we're gonna finish big with a double jump. All right. Now on to frame 9, here we go. Okay, frame 9, ball 1, here we go. A big goose egg. Here we go. Okay, let me go retrieve our ball and then I'll do ball number 2. Okay, ball number 2. Hopefully I'll hit some this time. All right, looks like I got 2. Oh, jump squats. Okay, let me set our pins up and then I'll get ready for our last and final frame. Okay, ball 1 for frame number 10. Here we go. I'm really not very good at this, but it's okay because I'm getting my physical activity in. Here we go. All right, let me go retrieve my ball. Last roll. Okay, this one's gonna be the one that makes it happen. Here we go. Woohoo! All right, I got 6. Awesome sauce. Oh goodness, I get to plank. Let's see if I can get you down here to help me plank. Here we go. Oh, you can't see me. All right, nice flat frame. Head up, here we go. Okay, that was a lot of fun. Now, clearly, I am not a bowler. All right, so I didn't get very many pins knocked down, and sometimes I didn't get any pins knocked down at all. That's okay. The whole point is that you try, and it's all about just the spontaneity of not knowing which the next exercise is going to be. Again, create your own exercises. You don't have to use mine. It's just an option. I created challenges for strikes and spares. Maybe something I could change for next time is creating a challenge for when I don't hit any at all. Because clearly I didn't get any strikes or spares today, but I got a bunch of times that I didn't get any at all. All right, so make it work for you. Perform at your level and your ability. Stay safe, okay? Things to think about. What are things that you can use for pins? What are things that you can use for balls? Where's your bowling alley gonna be? Are you gonna use the sidewalk or your driveway outside? Are you gonna use the space in your house? All right, what if you don't have those options? Think of things that you can use instead. Maybe you use your room. Well, how can you change it? What can you do? How can you modify the exercises? All right, make them more challenging for yourself. Maybe 30 seconds too easy breezy for you. Okay, so maybe do a minute or 2 minutes. Whatever works best for you is what we want you to do. So again, all of this ties into our Spartan Kids code, is that you know your abilities and you're able to perform to those abilities, as well as the Spark Healthy message of being able to play actively. Okay, that was just a simple bowling game that we turned into something a lot more. All right, I want to thank you so much for your time today. I hope you had just as much fun as I did. And above all else, make sure that you stay unbreakable.